don't say a word.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Good.
It might have been in my other jacket.
David!
I'm just saying it's a possibility. A very reasonable.
Did you forget your pen again?
Forget is such a strong word. I prefer temporarily relocated.
It's been 3 episodes.
Consecutive is also a strong word.
I'm gonna need a moment.
Take your time. I'll be here. Penless, but present.
Okay, I'm back. Welcome everyone to English FB, the Crossword Mystery Podcast, where we solve mystery words, learn real English, and apparently where one of us cannot hold on to a writing instrument.
Hi, everyone. Great to be here. Love the show. Big fan.
You are the show.
That explains a lot, actually.
Okay, rules. 7 mystery words, 3 clues each, easy to hard.
And if I guess it on the first clue?
Then the audience learns English faster and I get very suspicious.
What if I never guess it?
That's statistically more likely. And at the end, the words hide a secret message.
Oh, we're doing the hidden message again. I love this part.
You hated it last time. You said it was unfair and possibly illegal.
I stand by that, but I also love it.
Let's start.
Word 1. Clue 1. Before anything great gets built, you need one of these. It's a detailed technical plan. Architects live by it.
A plan. A technical plan. A schematic?
Not quite. Clue 2. It's usually printed in blue and white. Engineers carry it rolled under their arm in every movie ever made.
Oh, a blueprint.
Blueprint. First 2 clues. Well done.
Ha, I told you this would happen. I'm on fire today.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. And speaking of blueprints, the most famous one in history might be Gustave Eiffel's design for the Eiffel Tower, built in 1889 for the World's Fair, using about 18,000 pieces of iron and 2.5 million rivets.
Wait, rivets? Like little metal bolts?
Exactly. And when it was first built, thousands of Parisians signed a petition against it. They called it an eyesore, a metal asparagus.
Metal asparagus? That's incredible.
Guy de Maupassant, famous French writer, reportedly ate lunch at the Eiffel Tower restaurant every day because it was the only place in Paris where he couldn't see it.
That is the most dramatic thing I've ever heard.
Today, it's one of the most visited monuments on Earth, about 7 million people a year.
So Paris went from, get this thing out of here, to, we will die for this thing?
That is exactly what happened. Okay, expressions. First one, to stand tall. It means to stay confident, especially under pressure or criticism.
Like the Eiffel Tower, standing tall despite everyone calling it an asparagus.
Exactly. She stood tall even when everyone doubted her. Natural, everyday English.
I use that one. I stand tall every morning when I realize I've forgotten my pen again.
That's not standing tall. That's standing confused.
Second expression?
Second expression, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What one person finds ugly, another finds wonderful.
So the Eiffel Tower was misunderstood?
For 40 years, yes. Then suddenly, one of the world's greatest symbols.
That's also my life story, by the way.
The pen situation is not helping your story.
Word 2. Clue 1, it's a scientific term. It refers to the fully blocked part of a shadow where no light reaches at all.
The fully blocked part of a shadow. Is it shade?
Shade is everyday English. This is the technical word. Clue 2. You encounter it during a solar eclipse when the moon shadow falls on Earth. Astronomers use it constantly. It comes from Latin, meaning shadow.
Something Latin, shadow. Is it umber?
Umbra, yes.
I know that word from somewhere. Films, maybe.
Possibly. And it connects perfectly to our story today, because one of the most famous creations in literary history was born entirely in shadow. Mary Shelley, 18 years old, sat in a remote Swiss chalet during one of the coldest summers Europe had seen in a century and wrote Frankenstein.
That is incredible. Also, a lot of pressure for 18. I barely function at 18.
And here's something most people don't know. Frankenstein is the scientist, not the monster. The monster has no name in the original book.
My whole understanding of Halloween is wrong.
It's sometimes called Frankenstein's creature, or just the creature.
The creature. Good detail. Genuinely good detail.
First expression, a monster of your own creation. Something you built or started that then gets out of control.
Like how I created this podcast persona where I forget everything and now I can't escape it.
That is genuinely a monster of your own creation. Second expression, ahead of its time, an idea or work that was too advanced or unusual for the era it was made in.
Like Frankenstein?
Mary Shelley wrote about science, ethics, responsibility in 1818. She was absolutely ahead of her time.
And the proverb?
Don't judge a book by its cover. Originally meant literally, but now we use it to mean don't assume you understand something from appearances alone.
Like how Frankenstein sounds like a monster's name, but it's actually the scientist.
Exactly. And like how you look like someone who remembers things.
Harsh. Accurate. Moving on.
And now, word 3. Clue 1, it means to give way, to stop insisting on something. In traffic, it's what a sign tells you to do before entering a main road.
Oh, yield, like the road sign.
Yes, first clue, very fast.
I grew up near a very complicated junction. I know yield signs intimately.
That's the most specific origin story I've ever heard. And it connects beautifully to today's story, because the greatest invention of the 20th century only happened when a scientist learned to yield, to let go of what he thought he was making and accept something completely different.
What was he making?
Spencer Silver was trying to make the world's strongest glue. He failed completely and created instead the world's weakest glue, one that barely stuck to anything. Instead of throwing it away, he kept it for years, telling colleagues, "This could be useful. I don't know how." Nobody listened.
So what happened?
Art Fry, another 3M scientist, got frustrated because his bookmarks kept falling out of his church hymn book, remembered Silver's useless glue, and thought, what if the bookmark could stick lightly and then come off?
So Post-it notes were invented to solve a problem in church.
Essentially, yes. And when they first launched, they failed completely. Nobody bought them. 3M almost canceled the product. Then they gave them away for free in Boise, Idaho. People used them, then couldn't work without them. Sales exploded.
That is the best product launch story I've ever heard.
First expression, to stick with it, to not give up, to keep going even when it's hard.
Spencer Silver stuck with it for years, even when nobody believed in his glue.
Exactly. And then the glue itself stuck with, well, lightly, very lightly. Second expression, back to the drawing board. When something fails and you have to start completely fresh.
Silver's original glue idea went back to the drawing board and became Post-it notes. Proverb?
Every cloud has a silver lining. Even bad situations can lead to something good.
Spencer Silver, silver lining. That's almost too perfect.
I noticed that too.
Okay, next one.
Word 4. Clue 1, it's a verb. It means to change in order to survive. Evolution is built on this word.
Evolve?
That's the outcome. This is what you do to achieve it. Clue 2, when you move to a new country, you do this to the culture. When a film is made from a book, the screenplay is called this, an adapted screenplay. The root is the Latin word aptare, meaning to fit.
Adapt.
Adapt, yes. And our animal today is the supreme world champion of adapting, an animal that figured out how to survive on food that kills almost everything else on Earth.
What animal eats food that kills everything else?
A koala. It almost never drinks water. It gets nearly all its hydration from eucalyptus leaves, which are about 50% water.
Eucalyptus leaves. Aren't those toxic to most animals?
Highly toxic. Koalas have special gut bacteria that neutralizes it.
So koalas are just casually eating something toxic for every meal and sleeping for 22 hours.
That is their entire lifestyle. Though here's an important note. Koalas are actually vulnerable. Their population has declined due to habitat loss and disease. Australia listed them as endangered in 2022.
Oh, that's a serious turn.
It is, which is why conservation matters.
Quick fact, koala bear is technically wrong, right? Koalas aren't bears.
Correct. Koalas are marsupials, like kangaroos, not bears at all. First expression, to go out on a limb, to take a risk, to try something even if it might not work.
Koalas literally live on limbs, in trees.
And we go out on a limb when we try something brave or uncertain.
I'm going out on a limb here, but I think today will be the day I remember my pen.
That is going very far out on a limb.
Second expression?
Down under. That's what people call Australia and New Zealand because they're in the southern hemisphere, literally down on the globe.
She's heading down under for the summer, meaning Australia.
Exactly. Common in travel and casual conversation.
And now, word 5. Clue 1. It's one side of a sheet. Every book contains thousands of them, And in the digital world, a website is also called one.
Is it a sheet?
A sheet has two of these. Clue 2. In a book, they're numbered. In history, they're filled with writing that changed the world. And turning one is a metaphor for starting fresh.
Page.
Page, yes. And the story behind the page, behind the thing pages are made of, is 2,000 years old and genuinely changed civilization.
Paper?
Paper. Every page is paper, and paper has one of the most extraordinary origin stories in human history. Kai Lun, a Chinese court official, is credited with refining the paper-making process around 105 AD, using bark, hemp, and rags. Before paper, people wrote on silk, which was beautiful but expensive, or bamboo strips, which were heavy and awkward.
Bamboo strips. Imagine trying to take notes in bamboo strips.
A single book would weigh as much as a table.
I can barely carry my bag as it is.
Paper technology spread westward, slowly. It took about 1,000 years to reach Europe. And when the printing press was invented in the 1440s, paper became one of the most powerful technologies in human history.
Because suddenly you could print things and share them. Books, news, ideas.
Everything changed. Paper is arguably the foundation of the modern world.
Incredible. I'll never crumple paper carelessly again.
You absolutely will. First expression, paper over the cracks, to hide a problem without actually fixing it.
The company just papered over the cracks. The real issue was never resolved.
Good. The cracks are still there, just covered.
Second expression, on paper. Something that seems good in theory, but might not work in reality. On paper, the plan is perfect.
But in practice...
I still don't have a pen.
Paper without a pen. The tragedy continues.
Word 6. Clue 1. It's what you hear in a mountain canyon when you shout. Sound bouncing back to you. In mythology, she was a nymph cursed to only repeat other people's words.
An echo.
Echo. First clue. Extremely fast.
I had a phase where I was very into Greek mythology. It pays off.
And our story today is about an album whose themes have echoed across generations for over 50 years. Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, an album so enduring it spent over 950 weeks on the Billboard charts.
950 weeks? That's almost 20 years on the charts.
Continuously. Sales figures are always complicated, and other albums compete for the all-time title, but by almost any measure, Dark Side of the Moon is extraordinary.
What is it actually about?
Pressure, time passing, mental health, the struggle to hold on to reality. Roger Waters wrote it while watching a bandmate, Syd Barrett, go through a very difficult period.
That's a lot to carry, and it explains why it resonates with so many people.
It's not just music. It's a document of the human experience. First expression, the dark side, the hidden, negative, or unknown aspect of something.
Every job has its dark side, the parts they don't show in the job advertisement.
Exactly. Even wonderful things have a dark side. Second expression, to see the light, to suddenly understand something, or to change your way of thinking.
Like the prism on the cover. White light goes in, rainbow comes out. Seeing the light, literally.
That is actually a lovely connection. Well done.
I have layers.
Like an album.
Final word, word 7. Clue 1. It's a system of connected things. Roads form one, brain cells form one, and it's also the word for a television channel. The BBC is a network.
A network.
Network, yes. First clue, you're unstoppable today.
I genuinely am.
And our network today is the greatest one ever built by a single human mind, the World Wide Web. Tim Berners-Lee, working at CERN in Switzerland, invented a network of pages that connected all human knowledge. He never patented it. He gave it to the world for free.
Wait, he gave the World Wide Web away for free?
He could have been one of the wealthiest people who ever lived. He chose not to. He wanted it to remain open for everyone. The web is for everyone is his most famous quote.
That might be one of the most consequential decisions any individual has ever made.
It reshaped civilization, and he asked for nothing in return. First expression, surf the web, to browse casually from page to page online.
I was just surfing the web and suddenly 3 hours had passed.
That's every evening for most people.
Second expression, go viral. When something spreads extremely fast online, shared by millions. The video went viral overnight.
Tim Berners-Lee built the infrastructure that made going viral even possible.
We owe him everything, and we give him almost no credit.
The world is complicated.
Okay, I'm excited and nervous, and I can't write anything down because I have no pen, which I'm choosing not to comment on.
You just commented on it.
Barely. Give me the words, the actual crossword answers, in order.
All 7, from word 1 to word 7.
Right. We had blueprint, umbra, yield, adapt, page, echo, network.
Good memory. Now, take the first letter of each one in order.
B, U, Y, A, P, E, N.
Read it again.
B, U, Y, A, P, E, N. That's,
Read it again, slowly. Don't read every letter. Read it like words.
like words.
Where would you naturally split it?
B, U, Y, buy, and then A, and then P, E, N. Pen, buy, A, pen.
There it is.
What?
The hidden message
The entire episode
was a message.
from the universe.
From me, actually. Mostly from me.
You built all of that around telling me to buy a pen.
I started with the message. Then I found the 7 words whose first letter spelt it. Then I built an entire episode around them.
That's genuinely impressive. I'm furious and impressed simultaneously.
Those 2 things can coexist.
Fine. That's fair.
And because next time, the hidden message is going to be even harder to find.
Next time? There's a next time?
There's always a next time.
Will I see it coming?
Absolutely not.
Will I have a pen?
Do you have one right now?
No.
Then probably not.
I have learned so much today. About the Eiffel Tower, about Mary Shelley, about Spencer Silver, koalas, paper, Pink Floyd, Tim Berners-Lee.
And about what you need to do before next episode.
Buy a pen.
Buy a pen.
I'm writing it. Oh,
Yes?
I see the problem.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone. And remember, necessity is the mother of invention. And my pen situation is becoming very, very necessary.
Next time, more words, harder clues, one hidden message.
And hopefully, one pen.
We'll see.